Trey, how's it going?
Positive affirmation is
Good. How you doing? Not too bad. I guess what are you guys looking at like when it comes to your working game? What are you trying to fix right now?
There's a lot. We're trying to fix.
He was able to
I think every week, even when we do win the games, there's always something to fix and clean up. And so I think it's just like really tuning in to those little details, trying to fix the little things and grow from there.
How much, when you have an off week like this, how much of it is looking back, what at that game and where are the mistakes, what can we work on this week, and how much of it is looking forward to Nebraska?
I think there's a fine line. I think the beginning of the couple of days is looking back and we got to clean up some of the mistakes we made, and then it's just like, man, really let's flip the page and get going. We got so many games and so much season left, and so really just trying to flip the page quick, but still take care of those little details, in the past game.
Trey, how would you kind of evaluate your performance against Oregon? You had the two big runs. Otherwise, you had some trouble breaking. What was your kind of evaluation?
Oregon was a really good defense, man. I think offensively, we played really well. There were some mistakes made, but that's what we practice for, man, to clean up those mistakes and try to get better.
What did you see from Zen so far?
Yeah, Zen, man, he's been working really hard, man, even before the season. He had a great spring, great summer, especially throughout fall camp. He took a lot of reps and went against the top players, top defense in the country. So I think he's ready and prepared.
As a back in game, do you recognize those changes happening, whether they bring Austin in as a guard or Zen coming in at Oregon? Are you aware of those changes in game?
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm too locked in. I don't really notice it. But once Jimmy went down, it was clear that Zen came in, and so just trying to motivate him. He can do it, man. Zen is a great tackle. We as a team trust him.
TreVeyon, what are the things you can do as a veteran, as a back, to help those guys up front?
I think the biggest thing, is just continue to encourage each other in those tough times. When it gets hard, I think that's the biggest thing. I think as a lot of times when times get hard, you can get selfish. I think at times, and so that's something that God has been helping me work on. It's just in those tough times, man. To not be selfish, at all, and really encourage the guys, around me and spread His light.
Is that something you've seen throughout the team here over this past week and a half?
Yes, I've definitely seen that, man. We've definitely been lifting each other up and encouraging each other. Just they're really trying to flip the page and focus on Nebraska.
Will talked yesterday about how this loss could be positive if you guys use it the right way. You haven't had a lot of chances to do that just because of when losses have come. How do you feel like you guys are kind of turning the page in a positive way?
I think really that was like the biggest focus when we came in after that loss and met as a team. It's just like Coach Day really did a good job of that. It's just like, man, we all got to own up to the mistakes that were made. But one thing I love and respect about Coach Day is that he took it upon himself. He called himself out and was like, that's on him. But it's on all of us, as a team. And so that's one thing I really love about Coach Day is that he was willing to check himself.
TreVeyon, what was last week's practice like specifically coming off that game?
It was tough, man. It was a great week of development. Getting better and cleaning up the little details of things. I think if we continue to strive on the little things, the little details, we can really go forward.
What's different about coming off the loss early on in the season compared to coming off that first loss later in the year?
I think the biggest thing is just it humbles us. It keeps us focused on the right thing. Like, I believe this is a test of our faith, in the Lord. I think I believe, he wanted it to go this way, and test our faith. Will we continue to trust him even when things don't go our way? And, he's helping us pass that test.
You said Coach Day called himself out. What did he call himself out on? What kind of things did he say?
Really just as a head coach, this is his team, he's like the guy, and so he was just like, it really starts with me, and so we love that. I think a lot of times, coaches will pinpoint it on everyone else, but Coach Day, man, he just took it upon himself and was like, that's on me, and he's going to get it fixed, and he's definitely been pushing us, man, and pointing us in the right direction, man, and helping us clean up things.
Trey, Quinshon usually doesn't put the ball on the ground, doesn't have many fumbles in his career. What did you see from him kind of bouncing back from that this week? Maybe the week past, and we also had a procedure done as well. But just where is he at in terms of responding from that moment?
Quinshon, man, he's been responding to the adversity really well. Yeah, he's definitely not used to putting the ball on the ground, and so he's definitely been working hard in practice to get that fix, man. Quinshon is a really great player, and he's definitely going to bounce back from that.
Is he the kind of guy you have to go over to right after that happens to give him some motivation and comfort, or you kind of leave him alone and let him kind of handle it?
Yeah, I mean, we always go to the bench, and we encourage each other, man. Quinshon, he encourages me, I encourages him. So, man, it's like, man, we're just sharpening each other, man, and there for each other, when we need it.
TreVeyon, the 2014 title team's getting honored Saturday. This is their 10th anniversary. Did you remember watching Zeke and those guys as a kid, and how did they, what are your memories of them?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch it as a kid. Not gonna lie.
Have you gotten to know them now, or just what's your sort of like view of that team?
Yeah, that team was loaded. That's what I heard about the team. Like it was really loaded. I see highlights every now and then. I think Zeke went off in like the championship, was it against Bama, right? Yeah, he had like 4 tugs. Was it 4? Yeah, I think so, but I know that team was stacked, man. It was loaded, and so a lot of great guys on that team.
Thank you, TreVeyon.
Appreciate y'all.